Hi, this is Kevin Trainer. Welcome to my tutorial on installing the Putty utility software on the Windows operating system. I'm recording this in the fall of 2016, and students in my senior capstone class are going to be using Putty, at least the ones on Windows, are going to be using the Putty terminal client to access their SOAS web space account using the SSH protocol, because there isn't a built-in terminal program in Windows, or at least not one that we prefer to use. My students who use the Mac will be able to use the Mac terminal program, and so they won't have to install any software at all. So let's get going. Let's go down and let's crank up a browser. I'm going to use Edge because Windows 10 likes Edge. And I'm just going to type in Putty as a search criteria. And I see at www.putty.org, download Putty. That looks like just what I want. Okay. Download Putty here. So what is Putty? Well, it is an SSH and Telnet client that's been around for quite a while, and it's free. And we're going to be using the SSH protocol to connect with our SOAS web server. So this is just what we're going to need. So we can click on here for download, and let's get a look at where we are. So these look like a bunch of mirrored servers that we could use to get this for. Let's look. So here's a Windows installer containing all the binaries except for PuttyTel. Okay. It looks like probably something that we want right down here. So this installer, a Windows MSI installer package for everything except PuttyTel. I'm not aware that we need to use any of the PuttyTel functionality, so we're not going to use it. So we're going to click on Putty 0.67 installer MSI. So let's try to download that. And let's save as. And it looks like it's going to download, so that'll be just fine. And this is the last of the recordings that we have, just getting up to YouTube. Okay, so let's view downloads, as in view downloads. Oh, here we go. And here is the installer. So let's click on that. And let's give it a next. And it wants to put Putty into program files. So I think that makes sense. So we're okay with that. And give it the permission to run the installer and tell it to finish. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Now the question is, are we going to be able to just run this, or are we going to have to set up a link to it? I think we may have to set up a link. Let's look. So let's look at our software. Oh, here we have a link for Putty. This is great. So let's click on Putty. And it looks like Putty's going to run okay. So we're now in the situation that we're going to need to be in to connect to our server. And that's it. So for people who already have a Putty installed, I'm not going to have them view this tutorial. So this is the spot where we want to finish up. We've got it installed. And I'm going to say bye until next time. Bye-bye.